Hey guys, welcome again to another reaction video. I'm Miss Lucky Luke, and today's one we're gonna be watching Kai versus Toa Tahu Ninjago versus Bionicle by Death Battle. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our very first potentially stop motion death battle, which yes, I'm excited for this one because stop motion is absolutely ridiculously hard, and they're gonna probably pull it off with probably whatever the little inch on their side, probably as as Rocky's gonna snore in the next to me, I guess. Now, I asked for my little brother if he could join with me. Now, I did say that I did remind him that I this whole death battle thing. Um Unfortunately, when I said the whole speech, I said basically that I didn't remind him that I was supposed to I supposed to remind him or tell him that yesterday that tomorrow is going to be this reaction. Then he mistakenly thought that it's tomorrow I'm going to be doing this reaction and not today. So, he decided still I've been waiting for him. He came back home, and then I mentioned it, and then he's like, "Wait, I thought it was tomorrow," and I'm like, "No, it's today." And yeah, things didn't work out the way I planned, and I actually wanted him to join with us for once, but at last, it seems like we aren't getting a feature with my little brother in this one, sadly. There's a chance maybe next time, but otherwise, and I'm not sure if he will come join with us next time. This is probably the one time he gets his chance, and I was waiting for him for a while, but after I told him, he decided to go still stick around with his friends outside while it's apparently about to start to rain. So, yeah, that's sadly it. So no little Matteo. I don't usually call him little Matteo. I usually call him a little O. As a short word for a little Dunko. But besides that, he won't be sadly joining with us today. So yeah, he did just make his decision. I did say I will be mad if he doesn't appear or not. I would be really happy if he joined, but I couldn't. He just decided to just not watch with me because he would rather spend it with his friends, sadly. But I am not upset about it too much. I mean, it was my decision that I told him that this whole thing, and yeah, he made his own decisions at the end. Like, yeah, that's pretty much it. But besides that, so I have a lot of hopes that Kai is going to win this battle. Now, I have watched the entire series of Ninjago from the plot, not plot, the pilot episode, and then I watched all the way from season 1 to season 13, I think it was. I could be mistaken. Hold on, let me just do a little double check. Let's make sure. I don't want to mistake in my Ninjago theory. Yeah, I watched all the way to season 13, and that's where sort of the whole series kind of, or the Ninjago episode watching ended because YouTube hasn't released a fully completion of season 14 published from every country. I mean, there's one 14 that is on a playlist currently right now, but it's not published access to us apparently because it's only access to some countries, which I don't understand why. Makes no sense. That's why they need to do that. But at last, it's not on access to, well, to us, Sweden. But yeah, so I watched all the episode all the way from this last week's Monday. I finished some few short episodes, and then while I was about to start watching the season 14's remaining episodes, that's where the English dub and pretty much everything wouldn't allow me to watch. Like I try to watch. I mean, I watched like all the seasons on all the episodes on season 13 on YouTube. Then I tried to watch it on 14, but it wasn't accessed on YouTube. So I tried to look it up on whatever website I could find. I was able to find a couple of short episodes, but after that, I tried to search for one that was English, and there was one that I think was in Indonesia. So I could not understand a word, which means I didn't watch it, so yeah, that's sort of where it kind of ended, which sucks, but there's nothing I can do about it. So there's a chance I might get spoiled from this death battle, but either way, that's totally fine. I mean, I did try to watch the whole thing. I know, what I've heard about it is so far I may already got spoiled from some YouTube shorts. Apparently, there's some things I'm not gonna say it. You just have to watch some of the seasons by yourself. And yeah, but what I've learned so far from Kai to Toa, I watched actually the Bionicle series on Netflix 2 days ago. Watched the full season 1 and season 2. There was only like 5 episodes in total, but there was nothing I could really do there. It was just on the Netflix version, so I couldn't have a lot of time to progress, and I didn't know if there was a series for the Bionicle series. I didn't have like time to deal with that, so I decided to just watch the Bionicle series on Netflix and then just accept it. That's all the Bionicle I need to know, and then I'm gonna let the battle just tell me what it's all about these two. But besides that, that is pretty much it, and let's go ahead and wait until it reaches 0, or the countdown to 0, and we'll start from there. So let's get into this heatful battle. Man, I thought I could have thought something better there, but this Spinjitzu Toa battle, I don't know. See you in a bit. Okay. Here it goes. Already looking good. Alright.
Kai versus Tahu.
Who wins in an all-out brawl between Ninjago and Bionicle? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Already stop motion, already looking pretty nice.
The year was 1998 when LEGO introduced us to the world of the ninja.
Who could forget such classics as
I feel like he
Boat
should be a lot
Big
taller.
Bat and Ninja Surprise?
Like the
And the
actual
surprise
size,
is
I don't know.
death!
The near death of the LEGO company, in fact. But then, out of the shadows, a decade later, the ninja returned, remade, rebuilt.
Ninjago!
The story of Ninjago starts in the village of Ignacia. Kai was a simple blacksmith trying to get by with his sister, Nia. Not that he had the patience for his line of work.
Kai's fiery streak couldn't be matched. It happens when your parents mysteriously vanish.
And that streak continued when some skeleton men kidnapped his sister, and Kai learned that within him lay the power of fire.
Thanks to the guidance of Master Wu, he ditched the hammer and anvil and did what any good brother would do: become a ninja!
And after some intense training and a bit of spilled tea, Kai mastered the special technique of Spinjitzu.
Look at him go! He's like a living Beyblade!
Well, it's actually a precise use of perfect balance to deliver dozens of focused strikes in rapid.
Yeah, Tornado Ninja, got it. He can fly, pull in foes, and summon his elemental power all around. And you know what that is. Fire!
Yes, Kai can throw fireballs, resist extreme heat, form protective barriers of flame, and even conjure a fiery rising dragon. Basically, shifting his Spinjitzu into a more powerful draconic form.
So Kai teamed up with Master Wu's other students, Jay, Cole, and Zane, to make a team of teenage ninjas.
Hey, what
Lego
about
Kai,
Roy?
not the Turtle Kai.
On a mission to gather the 4 golden weapons and defeat the evil Lord Garmadon.
He's the one who kidnapped Kai's sis.
Not really
But
my brother,
hey,
but
I've seen the
whatever.
Lego movie. This should be easy. He's a Lego mini guy. If he gets cut up, he just pops back together.
Nope.
Yeah.
Ninjago treats their characters like actual people, not Lego pieces. Except for in the movie, but that's part of the Lego movie continuity, not Ninjago itself.
Yeah, I would not
so
count
Kai
that
can
canon,
take a hit,
which is
but
why I
he's
didn't
not
watch
putting
it.
himself back together like everything is awesome. Huh.
Which makes his quest all the more perilous. Long ago, the golden weapons were forged by the first Spinjitzu master to create the continent of Ninjago. Kai eventually gained the Golden Sword of Fire, through which he can channel his elemental power. Fire.
So much so that if Kai is surrounded by a bunch of fire, he can use it all for a mega-sized Spinjitzu burst.
Unfortunately, Kai wasn't the easiest teammate to work with. Eager to rescue Nia, he went it alone, until he was tricked into helping Garmadon escape imprisonment. Whoops.
Yeah, bummer. But it wasn't all bad. They got all the golden weapons. And with his sister rescued, Kai vowed to become a real elemental master and prove he wasn't just hot air.
So he got to training, when he wasn't slacking off and playing video games. Befitting a ninja and a pro gamer, Kai is a master of stealth, can climb any surface, and is incredibly fast.
He's dodged lightning and is even a match with Jay, who can outrun his own elemental dragon.
Which, according to the Ninjago Visual Dictionary, can apparently fly at light speed. Yes, this is an official book.
If that wasn't enough, other ninjas like Cole are so strong they can shake an entire mountain.
So even as a wild child, Kai's team kept him in check across a dozen seasons of blocky ninja action, where, frankly, nothing was off the table.
Who could forget the virtual world season, the time travel season, the ghost season, really anything that would sell toys.
Meaning, Kai picked up plenty of ninja gear. Swords, grappling hooks, shurikens, a motorcycle, a wingsuit for flight, but swords of fire remained his weapons of choice.
Once, when Garmadon combined the golden weapons into a mega weapon, Kai and his bros went to the past to get them back. Then pushed themselves to the limit, using the golden weapons to overload the mega weapon with so much energy, it exploded into a star.
While this did destroy the golden weapons, creating enough energy to ignite a star is absurd. For a mass to become a star, it must first cross a critical temperature threshold of approximately 4 million degrees Celsius.
And over time, Kai's fire got so strong, he could melt down those same golden weapons.
But no matter how powerful he became, Kai's hot-headedness kept getting in his own way.
Come on, Kai oozes main character energy. He was sure to get the title of Green Ranger, Green Ninja, the one destined to be the leader of the team and take down Garmadon once and for all. Right?
No. Kai was chosen by Master Wu, but that didn't mean he was the chosen one. That honor belonged to the up-and-comer Lloyd, who happened to be Garmadon's son and Wu's nephew.
Typical Nepo, baby! But even if Kai wasn't the chosen one, he still had a big role to play in protecting Lloyd.
In a surprising act of humility, Kai chose to guide Lloyd until he could defeat Garmadon. And the threats just got wilder from there.
But he always rose to the challenge. Kai's defeated Karlov, the Master of Metal, and trained Wildfire, the Master of Heat.
With his teammates, he took down the Great Devourer, a snake goddess that could consume the continent, and Nautican, a djinn that could lift half of Ninjago's landmass into the sky.
And when these crystal weirdos had him on the ropes, Kai did a jump up, kick back, whip around, and spin to achieve his ultimate power, the Dragon Form.
With this, Kai gets a huge boost in power, can fight on par with demonic Onis, and can even harm the Overlord, the source of all evil in the world, who was as strong as the first Spinjitzu master. Remember? The creator of Ninjago itself.
Then, by uniting with his pals, they summoned a giant golden dragon that obliterated the Overlord. Sayonara, sucker! That's the power of found family. And money!
Kai's journey took him far and wide, where he beat the odds time and time again. Because, hothead chosen one or not, within Kai was the fire of a ninja.
Oh yeah! Yes. Alright.
The upcoming battle is the first ever stop-motion death battle, animated by Apartment D, the creators of Rough Rough Danger Dogs. They've got a ton of awesome stop-motion animations on their channel, like this.
Yep, this is the actual guy.
Or this. Or this. Make sure to subscribe to Apartment D's YouTube channel for more awesome animations.
Well, subscribe to it. Subscribe to their channel.
It was the year 2000, and the Lego company was in shambles. Straddled with debt and risking closure, they needed a brand new idea to turn things around.
They needed something epic. Something that was Lego, but for big kids. Big kids who loved lore. Enter Bionicle!
Bionicle begins on the island of Matanui, when 6 mysterious canisters arrived at the homeland of the biomechanical Matorans.
With help from a weird stone and this little guy, Takua, out popped 6 very marketable warriors. The Toa!
They were Kopaka, Gali, Kohatu, Lua, Unua, and their self-proclaimed leader, Tahu.
But what were the Toa? Tahu had no freaking idea. He and the others had no memory of what, who, why, where, all that important stuff. Nothing. Head empty.
But even as an amnesiac hothead, Tahu still wanted to protect the Matorans from a threat lurking behind the scenes.
Lego Sauron! No, wait, not literally. I mean this creepy guy, Makuta, who just loves slaughtering the Matorans with his army of monsters.
Thus, the Toa Mata battled all manner of beasts with their elemental powers. And as the Toa of Fire, you can guess what Tahu was bringing.
Guns!
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah,
Jeez, I
okay.
don't know what
Even early
powers
on,
he
Tahu
has.
could shoot
I
fire,
have
set a
no
sword
idea.
ablaze,
Guys,
melt
you guys know
thousands
what
of
he
tons
does?
of sand into glass, and even stop a volcanic eruption. But even more importantly, he surfs on lava. Oh,
yeah.
man, that's so cool. I mean, hot.
Tahu's fire
Yeah,
is
it's cool.
so hot that it can reportedly melt
cold,
any
not
known
cool.
substance.
Yeah, we had
Anything.
comments
And
about
on the
that.
rare occasion that his own fire isn't enough, he can absorb flames from his foes and surroundings. But it would take all his might to face Motunui's trials and gather the Kanohi masks.
Magic masks that give extra powers, and the Toa scooped up a bunch of them. With his mask of shielding, Tahu can make an energy barrier that blocks all kinds of attacks.
There's also masks of telekinesis, super strength, super speed, and X-ray vision. And from his mentor, Vakama, Tahu gained the Mask of Time.
While its power puts a serious strain on the user, it's worth the risk when it can slow targets to a standstill. Plus, these masks can be swapped out whenever Tahu wants, thanks to a cyber totem that stores them all.
Which came in handy as the Toa battled monsters across Matanui.
Like the Avoka, a beast that could fire lightning, which Tahu had to dodge multiple times.
But even from the start, Tahu was a lone wolf who preferred going solo, even if it meant leaving his Toa brethren in the dark.
Tahu tried to take on some big bads all by himself, and it went even worse than you think. He lost his powers, and he lost all the rest of his team's powers. Awkward.
But Tahu kept pushing forward, accepting his team as his siblings, overcoming his weaknesses, and rebuilding himself. Literally.
By jumping into a pool of liquefied cyber juice to become the Toa Nuva. Now boasting twin magma swords and later some slick adaptive armor, Tahu can fly and use his fire in new supercharged ways.
He can conjure fire cages, create lava pits, and steal the heat from other living beings. So much so that the process freezes them solid. As the Toa Nuva, Tahu and his team are among the strongest generations of Toa. Just as mighty as a much later iteration, the Toa Inaika.
Who defeated Umbra, a living beam of light. It was tough, but with some clever thinking and a mirror trap, they used Umbra's own super speed against him.
But perhaps Tahu's most impressive ability is the Forbidden Technique. The move no Toa wants to use, because the absolute annihilation that it causes is unforgivable.
The Nova Blast.
Using all of his elemental energy at once, Tahu can unleash a blast so powerful that it can potentially destroy all of Matanui. Not Matanui the island, oh no, Matanui is also the planet. And not just any planet, but a living celestial being that became a planet.
Oh boy, here we go. If
Yep,
you think stuff like
what is this
Warhammer and
nonsense?
Elder Scrolls have too much lore, you're not ready for Bionicle lore. Don't even get me started on the shattering of Sphere's magma and the betrayal of the League of Six Kingdoms and...
But more than any physical power, Tahu was learning that a good leader isn't just one who leads, but is willing to be led. And so, he faced Matanui's final trial, the Mask of Light.
The legendary Toa of Light was destined to defeat Makuta and save Matanui. It's obviously gonna be main character Tahu, right? Right?
Of course not. Turns out, the Toa of Light was Takua.
Oh yeah, the little guy who opened the capsules at the very beginning.
The Toa were tasked with guiding this new member, something Tahu found surprising, but ultimately accepted for the good of the group.
Good thing, too, because they needed to be a solid team when they finally learned their true purpose. The whole reason they were built in the first place. Waking up God.
Long ago, the great spirit Matanui charted the depths of space until the Makuta Pterodax poisoned Matanui like a cancer. Tahu and the Toa were meant to act like white blood cells, protecting the heart of Matanui and, should he fall, resurrect him.
Yeah, Makuta Matata's whole plan was to amass an army, hijack Robo-Planet Matanui, and rule the universe. And he actually pulled it off.
But Tahu and his team were ready to fight back. with every generation of Toa joining together to reawaken Matanui.
Then, alongside the Toa of Light, Tahu went on an epic quest for his final toy variant. Upgrade. The Golden Armor. Screw you, Tagua. He's getting a gold mask anyway.
This armor not only increases Tahu's own power by several hundred magnitudes, but also absorbs the powers of those it defeats for Tahu to use. Just in time for all the Toa to come together for the final battle of good versus evil. Matanui versus Makuta Pterodax.
Giant Planet Mech versus Giant Planet Mech. Oh man, that's awesome.
With his new armor, Tahu annihilated Makuta's forces, destroying the slug-like Krata and taking their powers, like heat vision, quick healing, teleportation, improved accuracy, and disintegration.
And giving Matanui the chance to strike down Makuta for good. Lego God was pretty spent though, but before he took a well-deserved nap, he trusted his final message and the new world to Tahu. I guess he really is the main character.
Tahu led the way for the Toa, Matorans, and all the other peoples to create a new world. One for all Toa to see, shoulder to shoulder, united in duty and bound in destiny. For that is the way of the Bionicle.
I don't know.
The battle's about to start, and this time it's sponsored by us.
And how does that work?
Yes, you can check out even more Death Battle on our website.
Let me just shut up. Okay. So, by the looks of it, it seems like Bionicle, or this Tahu, seems to be much more better off winning this than Kai. By the looks of it, they brought a lot of information to this guy, and boy, I don't know. Kai might be in trouble, but I could be wrong. I really want my boy Kai to get a win, and I certainly want Death Battle to at least get me out another win. I don't know. A lot of people say that Kai is gonna win, and I hope so too.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a stop-motion death battle!
Oh yeah! Oh, all right. I'm gonna go with Kai. Let's just hope that he wins. Oh boy. And again, they started without having an. You know what? No dialogue, no explanation. They just fight directly. I just don't get why you do that.
The merge brought some weird ones. Let's see what you can do. Get off this island, pal, or you'll be nothing but hot ash.
It just annoys me. I don't like how they always start like that. But anyway, let's see how it goes. Well, there goes the sword.
Spin Jitsu!
Okay.
I will not break!
I think it's gonna absorb that. Yep.
Another master of fire, huh? Why is it always me?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why. Oh. Okay, that's. It's just having a little fun looking at it. All right.
Time to heat things up. Ninjago!
Well. A little bubble. Oh boy. That is, it looks a little, okay, whatever. Oh boy. That is, it's so much of the already. I love it already. Ow, hey! Oh boy. So, give my boy Kai a little break.
Surf's up! Whoa!
I'm having fun now. Someone being a little reckless.
Kick, back, whip around, and spin! That's the way of the ninja! United in duty. Bound in destiny. This is the way of the Bionicle!
It's going too fast, I can't catch up. Wait.
Now or never. Matanui, forgive me.
Run.
First time for everything. Full power, Ninjago!
Oh boy. Let's see how my man does play. Back to the end. Get ready. Oh god. I think he got melted.
Guess I was too hot for him.
Well, respect for giving him the glasses, I guess. Oh, that was awesome.
KO! No, wait, that figure was banned!
This match was not an easy call.
Yeah, this
Let's
was
build this set by
absolute
examining
cinema.
their speed,
Absolute
arsenal,
cinema.
and power.
First up, speed. With all that fire spinning around, staying one step ahead was super important. Tahu could dodge Avoca's lightning, but Kai and the rest of the OG ninjas are as quick as dragons that move at light speed.
Meanwhile, the Toa Anika could not keep up with Umbra, a light speed entity. And the Anika are similar in stats to the Toa Nuva.
Tahu definitely got a leg up with that golden armor, but Kai's got way more speed amps, like Rising Dragon, Air Jitsu, and the Dragon Form.
Yeah, I
Speed
kinda
goes to Kai.
expected
However, while Kai was running circles around Tahu, the Toa's arsenal had plenty of counters.
He gave him a
Kai's
little bit
packing
of a
flaming
win there,
swords,
I think.
wingsuits, supercars, motorcycles, and even a mech or two. All cool stuff, but Tahu can stop time.
Exactly. With all the Konohi masks plus the Krata powers, the Toa of Fire had plenty of abilities Kai did not have a direct answer for. In theory, the Mask of Time alone could nullify Kai's speed advantage.
Yeah, too bad it hurts real bad to use. Like, really, really bad. Just
That's
one
kinda-
use
it
almost
hurts
took out
so much. Why
Vakama.
even
There's a
use it
reason
in
why the
first
Toa
place?
don't whip this out every time there's a new monster of the week.
So Tahu could not reliably depend on the Mask of Time for a win without serious risk of a self-KO. But he has dozens of other unique powers. The masks of shielding, speed, and strength help him keep up with Kai. Add in golden armor powers like heat vision, quick healing, and improved accuracy, and Tahu has the wider arsenal. A lucky shot with disintegration could be enough to tip the scale.
If Kai didn't dodge with his way better speed. So this all comes down to power. Firepower!
Oh, yeah!
Tahu's best move is the Nova Blast, which can wipe out a planet. But Kai's power created a freaking star. You know, classic ninja move. The Ninja Star!
Well, a star was made, that's been confirmed multiple times, but it was a team effort utilizing all the golden weapons. Kai's clearly not blasting people with the power of a star on a regular basis, but neither is Tahu with the Nova Blast, a move we technically have never actually seen reach planetary levels of destruction, only heard about.
The Toa usually battle monsters that can break mountains, like the Boruck, while Kai and Co fight foes who tear apart the entire continent of Ninjago. It's not like Tahu was throwing hands with Super Mecha Makuta. That was Manui's job. Still, the Star and Nova Blasts are their absolute peaks.
A star's gravitational binding energy far exceeds that of a planet's. Even dividing it between the four weapons vastly exceeds any of Tahu's best showings.
And hey, Kai's still the one who lit the fire! His own flame can melt the golden weapons, and even this official guidebook confirms they've got the combined power of a star. That's right, Ninjago's got that epic lore too.
Seriously,
Furthermore,
they have so
Tahu's
much great lore.
fire can reportedly melt
Fire.
any known substance. Giving benefit of the doubt and taking this literally, the material with the highest known melting point in the universe is tantalum hafnium carbide, an extremely rare compound that NASA likes to test rockets with because it doesn't melt until around 4,000 degrees Celsius. Extremely impressive.
Yeah, but when you're talking stars, melting point kinda goes out the window.
Indeed, initiating stellar fusion requires temperatures in excess of 4 million degrees. Far higher than anything Tahu has generated or survived. Certainly capable of overwhelming him, even with all his defenses.
So the Red Ninja is bringing in a whole lot more firepower.
While it's possible Tahu's wider arsenal could land a victory, Kai's significant advantages in speed and power means he wins this more often than not.
Yep.
Kai took fire to a whole new level, and Tahu just had to let go.
The winner is the Red Ninja, Kai.
Hey.
Next time on Death Battle.
Alright, what could this be? Wait, Shadow vs. Mewtwo? Well, this is a rematch.
Subscribe and join
Wait,
as a member to
Shadow
see
versus
more
Mewtwo?
Death Battle. Thanks for
I
watching.
thought it was Mewtwo versus Shadow. What happened? I guess they're just gonna switch now? Alright, looks like Death Battle is finally listening to some of us and finally gonna have their little rematch. So, yeah, well, I'm a little bit hyped about that. Oh, I see now why. Okay, makes sense. I guess, okay, whatever. Like, this is the, this channel over here, I guess it makes sense why. Maybe it was a prediction, I don't know. Anyways, so, yeah, that was absolutely crazy. And next time,
Overwhelming advantage.
hold on. Next time is gonna be Mewtwo versus Shadow. It actually says Shadow versus Mewtwo, but I think I'm gonna switch it up and I'm gonna change it up to Pokemon versus you know, it doesn't matter. I don't care. But yeah, so what do y'all think of this Death Battle? This was top tier, and I think they did a well done job for this animation. I highly, you guys should subscribe to this channel. What was the channel called? Hold on. What was the channel called? What's it called? Wait, is this the one? Right here? Yeah, right here. I think this is the, yeah, this is the channel right here. Oh, wow, they even brought the behind the scenes. Should we watch behind the scenes? Guys? I think we should watch the behind the scenes. I think it's worth it. Hold on. I need to see this.
What's up, everybody? I'm Max at Apartment D, and I've been telling Sean for the last 2 weeks that if he's ever going to finish this Death Battle episode, he needs to stop animating. So, let's see how he's doing. Dude,
Wow.
what the heck is going on in here, man?
There's a mess in
so
here.
cool. You don't even understand. Big explosions, lots of lava, lots of fire. It's gonna be sick. Check this out.
Oh, okay. That does look cool. Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. They did a beautiful work so far. This is beautiful. Definitely subscribe to this channel. I'll leave a link to the description. You guys can subscribe to this channel if you want to. And that was a funny moment there. Awesome. Oh yeah, that one's pretty cool. I don't know if this is copyrighted actually, but I'll let you decide. If it's copyrighted, then oh boy, I might have to cut this whole audio off. guys did a very good
Cool,
job.
right?
Okay, that was actually really cool.
Yeah.
But how are you gonna finish this in time?
Well, they sorta did. So, well, yes, they sorta did. Okay. So yeah, guys, that was impressive. Definitely, you guys could. I'm gonna subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. Definitely ring the bell, guys. You guys definitely should. If you don't subscribe, you're making the channel look like a joke. All right, guys, but that was beautiful. That was a 10 out of 10. That was definitely a worth a watch. I really enjoyed that one, and it's a shame again my little brother couldn't join, but he seriously missed a lot. He just did. But either way, it was on him. But besides that, this one was a very hard work, and I loved it. Again, I just really wish they just could have had a little dialogue of how they interacted with each other before they start the death battle. That is the one thing that was missing. That was the only thing I just wish they did before they started the battle. Like, this is the one thing. It should be in death battle always, all the time. Doesn't matter whether if it just takes like a minute or like a little animation. Just 30 seconds. Actually, not a minute. Just like 20 seconds or 25 seconds of like a little interaction. That's all it takes. Like, less than that. A little small little interaction before they start the death battle. That's all it takes. That would make these death battle more understandable. Why they fighting in the first place? Because why are they fighting? Like, what started them want to fight each other in the first place? I guess Kai wanted to do special training, and he encountered this Tahu, and yeah, he just like, oh, hello, are you here for training too? And then Toa was like, no, get out my. He's gonna just start rampagely attack this trespasser, and that's how it fights. I don't know. That's only my theory. But yeah, guys, that's really actually it. That's all I can think about. But yeah, next time is the moment you all, or most people, have been expecting, especially the rapper. Yeah, the rapper or the raptor. The raptor, is that his name? He's been waiting for Mewtwo versus Shadow rematch, but I guess Death Battle wanted to make it so it's Shadow versus Mewtwo and not Mewtwo versus Shadow. I just want to switch it up a little bit. I think I don't know if I want to use that, if I'm gonna have that as a title. I think I'm gonna have that switched, but I don't know. It depends. I don't know. It could be me. I don't know. It'll be my decision. But yeah, so Shadow versus Mewtwo is gonna happen next time, and I guess it's gonna be pretty cool. I mean, I don't mind. It's gonna be pretty neat. Who's gonna win? I mean, the first time I'm pretty sure was all a mistake. I mean, Mewtwo destroyed Shadow by using a spoon. Really disrespectful. But now Shadow's gonna be giving him a little revenge, and this time I hope it's not gonna be like, well, just like last time, and have him just get my memory erased, and there goes Mewtwo or Shadow. But yeah, guys, what y'all think of this death battle? Do you like it? Did you enjoy it? Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this content and if you want to see more. Yeah, I'm also doing a little bit of a rap posting. Recently, I'm gonna be posting one more the finale post tomorrow. You know, because it's gonna be the 4 out of 4, and it's gonna one of these votes. Now, if you haven't watched my community, or have been in my community, obviously, there's been a little post suggestions or like a selection of votes. You guys could participate if you want to be a part of it, or vote if you want to. Now, the first one, I'm gonna just show you guys right here, since I don't know if anyone wants to do it. If you're watching this till now to the end, if you don't want to watch something else based around my channel, it's just something a little important for me. Now, right here you can see I've been posting a lot of these suggestions, rapping decisions, and we're reaching to the finale, and we made to 1 out of 4, 2 out of 4, third out of fourth, and we're about to reach tomorrow our fourth. And it's close between Dr. Facilier versus Alistair versus Daryl Dixon versus Ashley Williams, or one of them is going to win. And one of them is going to reach to a finale vote, or one of them is going to be what I could consider is a semifinal votes, where one of them is going to reach to the finale. So it's going to be Cure Marini versus Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls Z, SMG4 versus Afmao, Hootie versus Polly Planner, and possibly either Daryl Dixon and Ashley William, or Dr. Facil versus Alistair is going to be in the finale vote, or was the potential use of finale vote, but it depends. But this is just something I'm just going to say at the end of this video in case you guys want to participate. Now, once the finale vote happens, the winner will be in the final, or the finals, where it'll be in the finale of that one. It's like sort of like a weird tournament where I've selected a bunch of characters and see who would win. And yeah, I'm getting this idea because I wanted this series to continue. Now, I was a little worried because unfortunately there wasn't many as votes for a while. I tried to get many votes, and I've been getting quite a lack of amount of votes. And if you don't understand, what I've been doing this one is the most votes in my in the community post gets to be the winner of that week. And all of these weeks from week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4 will be in a sort of like a little match between 1v1v1v1. So once that one winner wins, it'll reach the finals. So that's up to you guys to vote who you want, and the most votes gets to be the winner of that week, including the likes. The like will be also also something you need to remember. But yeah, besides that, I just wanted to just get it out of the way before we end the video, because I wanted to just say this out of the way because I don't know how else I'm gonna explain it. Tomorrow, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do a finale post. I think I'm gonna be or the finale selection of a weekend posting up. It's hard to explain because I'm a little stressed out because this whole death battle gave me so much excitement. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm so much like it's giving me that energy. But yeah, that's all I needed to say. It's just a lot of things gonna happen. So we'll see you guys next time for another death battle where we're watching Shadow versus Mewtwo. I kind of thought it was gonna be the bonus episode with Life versus Columbo. I could be wrong. I thought it was gonna be it, but then again, there just could be just anything. I think it could be even a couple of rematch. I mean, this one is a rematch for something. It's a special rematch because people definitely desperately want the Shadow versus Mewtwo a rematch, definitely, because people definitely want to get an actual analysis for Shadow, because the last time Shadow's been quite beaten lately a lot. He's been beaten by Vegeta. He's been beaten by Mewtwo for the first time. Then he got a little KO with Killa, from the series Killawoo. Let me just show you right here. No. Okay. Shadow. Okay. So, yeah, as you can see, Vegeta versus the Shadow. Shadow got owned. Mewtwo versus Shadow. He got owned. And then this guy, Ryuku. Shadow got a point because of it. And that's it, really. Now it's all about time for Shadow to redeem himself finally by beating Mewtwo again. But this time, it's gonna be a little different. Hopefully. If not, then Mewtwo wins again, and all the Death Battle, basically the whole Death Battle community and all the people have been waiting for this matchup. That it's been 10 years ago. Like, Jesus, that's 10 years ago of animation. I don't know if anyone want to watch it. Definitely, some people are definitely gonna watch it. I definitely think so. But this time they're gonna have better analysis, and obviously that's gonna be something. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed today's one. Subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed, and we'll see you guys girls in the next video. We'll be watching Shadow versus Mewtwo rematch, I guess. And hopefully my little brother may be coming up. I mean, he likes Pokemon as well, so there's a chance he might join. But if not, that's it. I'm not gonna ask any more of his time. I think I'm just gonna have to go with just being solo. Making solo videos or featuring my dog Rocky, because I can't keep forcing my family to watch with me anymore. I don't think I have the patience anymore. It gives me a little stress as well. And since my little sister has quit watching my reactions, yeah, I can't rely on everyone to watch with me. But either way, it depends. If only by luck. If there's a chance they might join, if there's a chance they may not. But yeah. So yeah, see you guys in the girls next time for another reaction video. I'm Mr. Lucky Luke, and as always, stay lucky out there. And yeah, take care. As the screen is gonna load in, of course, it's gonna annoy me a little bit. Now it's not gonna do it. Okay. All right. Take care.